Hey, how's it going, all my bricks and bricksters? I am back with a brand new movie review, and this was the one that I've been waiting to do for a very, very long time, which is a... What the heck? Hey! I think there's a snake in the house. I better go catch it before I start the movie review. Come on, let's go get it. Oh boy. I better not go through the leftover Thanksgiving meals. I better go stop it. Gotcha! What the? It's gone! Where'd it go? Ugh. How could a little snake disappear? It's so weird that... Hey! Why is the back door open? Wait a second. Maybe he went outside. Come on! Alright. Where did that snake go? Man, it's so hard in the backyard. Hmm. Where to find the snake? Where? I found the snake! Get over here, you little snake! Okay, sorry this is taking a while, but don't worry. I'm gonna get this guy. Hey, get over here! Whew. Man, oh man, was that a workout. But don't worry about the snake. I got him. He's captured. He's not going anywhere until the ZPD arrive. But anyways, without further ado, until they come in, I just want to say one thing. For those who are coming along to Zootopia 2, you better get ready for a wild trip. Yes, I am finally excited to do this movie review because this was the most anticipated animated movie that I've been waiting to watch for a very, very long time, because out of all the other Disney sequels such as Moana 2 or Frozen 2, Zootopia 2 was the film that I've been wanting to see, because after the ending of the first film, it felt kind of like a cliffhanger, and I've seen a lot of fan fictions. I've seen a lot of fan art of what the sequel could be like, or what the adventures of Nick and Judy will have. And this time, we finally got the official sequel for Zootopia featuring reptiles. So without further ado, I cannot wait to do this. So make sure you sit down, relax, and go on ahead and... Oh, wait. I forgot one thing. If you guys want to see... This movie just got released a couple of days ago, so this may contain some spoilers. Uh-oh. But don't worry. If you want to avoid those spoilers, first off, pause me, and then go ahead and check it out on theaters, or depending on what the time that you're watching it, you can either check it out either on Disney Plus, or if you have the DVD for Zootopia 2, and then when you're done watching it, unpause me, and then go on ahead and check it out. Or if you're a leaker sneaker, go on ahead. Also, of course, don't forget, this is the sequel to the first Zootopia film, so if you have no idea what happened during the sequel, well, go ahead and watch this first to catch up before watching Zootopia 2 and before you check out this movie review, which I also did a movie review on this a couple of years ago. Okay, without further ado, let's go on ahead and start the movie review. You see, the film takes place right after the arresting of Don Bellwether, and with Nick becoming the first ever Fox Cop, both Nick and Judy have become an unlikely partner duo because since they are a fox and a bunny, it is a rare occasion for a predatory rivalry between a fox and a bunny to become partners. However, since they are rookies, they aren't allowed to take on the actual cop stuff throughout Zootopia. However, they will go against their orders and do their own missions for what's going on in Zootopia. Like, for example, they were chasing down a smuggler who has been taking in some strange items. However, Judy noticed something. She found some sort of skin that's in one of the vans that the smuggler was chasing on. It was unusual. It was like reptile skin, but for the question is, what is it? Well, Judy speculated that it could be a snake skin, but it's impossible because there hasn't been any snakes in Zootopia since about 100 years, which is also the same 100 years where Zootopia was founded and the weather machines were created. So they were going to celebrate it for the honor of Zootopia. However, Judy speculated that there might be a snake coming after the founder's grandson, part of the Lynxley family. However, Bogo informed them that they're only rookies and their only job is to take maintenance, while the other cops are tasked to take on the challenges or the assignments that they were assigned in. So after that little fiasco of destroying the founder or statue, they were tasked for a cop therapy. A partner therapy where they would either have to get along or Bogo will split them up. Man, it isn't easy because, Judy, she's the serious type of cop who rather takes her police work very seriously, while Nick, even though he's still new, he rather takes it rather fun, like he's the wisecracking type of guy. But anyways, Judy is still determined to find out information about what's really going on and why is this snake after the Lynxley family, and the journal that explains about the weather machines and the whole history of Zootopia. So, going up against their orders, again, Nick and Judy infiltrated in a special party held by the Linksley family, which consists of Milton and Linksley, the descendant of the founder Ebenezer Linksley, and his three kids, Catrick, Kitty, and the oddball of this family, Pawbert, who is rarely seen because Milton doesn't really see him as a family due to his oddness. However, as Bogo caught Nick, he said that he and Nick are done. However, Nick then spotted something from this hooded character. So with that, he used one of the lights and it was exposed to be this blue pit viper. They were all panicked because he is a snake and there is a history with Zootopia and the reptiles there. According to this, a snake had murdered Ebenezer's turtle maid, and because of that, the snakes and every reptile there were seen as outcasts of Zootopia, or at least what the mammals say, because the blue pit viper saying that it's not true. Snakes aren't really the bad guys. Ebenezer and the bloodline of the Linksley family are. And if he needs the journal in order to clear his name and for his family to return. However, Nick knocked him out with a frying pan and then, instead of thanking them, Milton and the other Linksleys came in and they all threatened Judy and Nick for a press conference and to let them know that the pit viper had attacked them or else. But they wouldn't let that happen. Instead, Judy started having second thoughts, so that's why she decided to take the journal and attempt to escape with it, along with the pit viper. However, the pit viper got up from his consciousness and started wriggling around, causing a small fire, but also putting one of its fangs on Chief Bogo's head. And the cops think that Nick and Judy were attempting a murder because of Catrick pointing them like, oh, she did it. And with that, Nick and Judy have became fugitives. Uh-oh, that's not good. So with that, Nick and Judy are on the run. As for the pit viper, somehow he ran away with a different rescuer. As for Nick and Judy, they managed to escape, all thanks to Mr. Big and his daughter. Please forgive me, I forgot her name. And Mr. Big's granddaughter, who's also named Judy, who's ironically called Juju. I've just seen the film, so I don't know a lot about the Zootopia 2 yet. So at that, they decide to help them escape Zootopia with brand new names and a brand new life. However, Judy refuses as she wants to continue helping the snake, while Nick wanted to take that risk of running away from Zootopia. But they all went along with Judy's plan, and with that, they meet up with this conspiracy theorist beaver character named Nibbles Maplestick, who has agreed to help them find the more information about that journal and why this has to do with the pit viper. So with that, they head out to Marsh Market, where they have a secret area where reptiles are hiding as they are still outcasts. Meanwhile, Milton believes that if they gave the journal to Gary, the whole secret that the Linksleys know could ruin their reputation. So at that, he ordered the brand new mayor and the former actor of Zootopia, Bright and Wind Dancer, to make sure that Nick and Judy are found and arrested before or they get caught, because rather than being the mayor, the new mayor Wind Dancer is actually the puppet to the Milton and the Lynxleaf family in order to take control of Zootopia, so that way they continue their new plans, including expanding Tundra Town. Ooh, these guys would really get on my nerves, just like what a real villain would do. So at that, Wind Dancer has sent the ZBD to make sure they go after them and they would be arrested before whatever they're hiding is revealed. So after that, both Nick, Judy, and Nibbles have found a spot, which is like the abandoned boat, all thanks to a walrus cruise ride to this abandoned boat area where many reptiles can hang around and not to be worried about being seen by other mammals of Zootopia, where they meet this balletist named Jesus, who has told them about why the reptiles are hiding, because they are outcasts, of course, but the journal has the real information on the of what Zootopia is and how it was formed, along with the weather walls, but only a pit viper, like that blue pit viper from the party, knows how it works. But in order to do that, they will have to find them. However, their moment was cut short after the cops come in and they intend to chase them down. But right before they could escape, the blue pit viper has snatched the journal and he started swimming away across the Marsh Market, which Nick and Judy decide to chase them down. However, he thinks that they're still enemies and that they are trying to arrest him, but Judy just wants to help him. So at that, the blue pit viper has jumped in one of the water pipes used for the aquatic mammals like hippos, those of course. And what does Judy do? Judy decides to jump in to catch it. However, Nick decides to follow because he is concerned, because the longer they stay in the tube, the longer they won't be able to hold their breaths long enough. So at that, they managed to escape the water tubes using one of the escape routes. However, they came across these hiking ghosts where they were informing Judy about the flowers that they ate, which they came from Honeymoon Lodge. It was abandoned a long ago, but this is the area where a married couple would come to their honeymoon and where most reptiles would live in. With that, Judy got the lead and decided to climb up the mountain to find more evidence at Honeymoon Lodge, where Judy has a lead and decided to keep on moving forward in order to find the evidence needed on why the pit viper is trying to get the journal and why this have to involve with the Lynxleaf family. However, Nick noticed that the cops were coming after them, and so Nick tried to convince Judy to leave because it may not be worth it, but Judy, as the risk taker, would do anything to prove their innocence and to find out more on why this is happening. So it got into a heated argument in which the house started to fall apart, but luckily enough, the pit viper, along with his rescuer, who happens to be Pawbert, came in to rescue Judy. As for Nick, he was arrested. So with that, Judy, Pawbert, and the pit viper, who introduces himself as Gary the Snake, went off on a mission to clear the name of the Snake family, because Pawbert had told Judy about the whole history, that it was actually wrong what really happened was Gary's great-grandmother, Agnes the snake, wanted a world where all animals, including both mammals and reptiles, can live together in perfect harmony. But it is a little tricky due to their climates, so with that, she came up with the idea of creating these weather machines and decided to help get Ebenezer Linksley to help. However, Ebenezer had this moment to take it for himself, so with that, he cut the proof and wrote his own name in it. In order to escape it, he created this venom injection and injected it in his turtle mate and made it look like she was the one who killed her. And that is why reptiles were outcast, because of Ebenezer Linksley. However, the turtle mate had given Agnes the proof needed that she was the one who formed Zootopia and the weather machines, and to clear all the reptiles' names, including Gary's family. So at that, they went off to find a lighthouse where the hidden village is actually at the tundra town, where they can find the evidence needed to clear the names. As for Nick, he was arrested and sent to jail, where Nibbles was also in jail. But thanks to Nibbles' craftiness, and she was a beaver, she used her buck teeth to carve a key, in which Nick and Judy attempted to escape. However, Nick accidentally opened the buttons for all the prison cells, including Don Bellwether, and with that, about 200 prisoners have escaped, including Bellwether. However, Nick and Nibbles need to get it to Judy to help her finish it off, but also to apologize to her. But luckily enough, they had some help with Nick's good old friend, Flash 100-Yard Dash, the fastest car racer ever, even though he is a sloth though. But luckily enough, with his speed, they managed to go across the area, where Judy is, with a little help with Clawhauser to find a location. However, back with Judy and the others, they're still hot on the trail by the police, but luckily enough, famous pop star Gazelle and her dancing tigers came in to help her clear the way, as she handled with the cops, especially with the two zebra cops that she hold a grudge for pushing one of her backup dancers. And it was pretty messy. But after that, they managed to make it up to the weather machine, so that way they can activate the lighthouse. But it turns out Pawbert betrayed them, as he injected the poison on Judy and later on Nibbles, and then went up to try to inject the poison to Nick. But luckily enough, he was fighting it off and managed to get the antidote needed to help Gary cure Judy just in time as Pawbert was falling down from the snow. And after that, Nick and Judy have finally reconciled about their argument. As it turns out, the reason why Nick is always not so serious, because the reason why is that he didn't want to join the ZPD because he wanted to be a cop, but to be with Judy because he always wanted to be in a pack, because he has been alone all of his life. As for Judy, she wanted to be with someone else, because after her leaving her family to pursue her dream of becoming a police officer, she wanted to be in her own fluffle. That's the group of bunnies, just in case if you didn't know. As it turns out, they really need each other as friends and partners. So at that, they decided to rekindle their partnership together. But it's not over just yet, as Pobbert had came up to the Lynxleys, who thought they betrayed them, but he actually has a plan. He's actually trying to light up the lighthouse in order to destroy the evidence, so that way the Lynxley family secret will go on forever, which impressed Milton. However, the Quadrio came in order to stop them, as Nick and Judy follow Pobbert while Gary and Nibbles try to fend off against the long-clawed Lynxleys, but thankfully, Mayor Winddancer had a change of heart and decided to rebel against them by saying, "You say justice is dead, I say no!" And with that, they managed to tie up Pobbert before they could light up the lighthouse. So with that, everyone finally managed to go into the hidden village of Snow, where Gary has found the house where the snakes are and the evidence needed in order to clear the reptile's name. However, Pobbert came in threatening that he will burn the whole village down, but luckily enough, the two hogs who decide to help Nick, Judy, Gary, and Nibbles instead of doing their jobs managed to stop them in time, and with that, the proof was shown that Agnes the Snake was the real founder of Zootopia, as she wanted every animal, including reptiles, to live together, but also to go with their live with their own habits, but still live together. And with that, it was all cleared. And as for the Lynxleys, they were all arrested, as they are now the disgraced members of the Lynxleys, as they have been lying to them for the whole entire time. As for Chief Bogo, he was finally cured from the fanging, and with that, every reptile have came in from hiding and started to live together in perfect harmony, including Gary's family. It was a perfect reunion. As for Nick and Judy, they became really great friends and partners, like they always meant to be. Even Nick giving Judy the repaired carrot pen, which I forgot to mention that Nick dropped during the mountain scene, and with the new message saying, "Love you, partner." I mean, it's more like a "I love you too, buddy," like a friendship thing. That's why I saw in the that ending. And with that, they went off with a brand new case, finding every criminal that has escaped throughout Zootopia, including Don Bellwether, who attempted to run away from Zootopia in hiding. However, as Nick and Judy are always on the case, and they caught her. And after that, just like in the first film, they all celebrated at the ending credits with Gazelle singing her brand new hit song, Zoo. And with that, it was a whole wild party for the end credits. And that was the end. But, a little spoiler warning, during the post-credit scene, after the, with that, and Nick Judy heading her off with her next case, something came out from the sky. It was all in shadows, and that's when a feather dropped in. A feather, huh? That can only mean one thing. Could avian characters like birds who appear in Zootopia? That is a very interesting mystery. I guess we'll find that out in Zootopia 3, which might happen around in the 2030s, so we'll have to wait and see. But either way, thank you all so much for watching, and I gotta say, Zootopia 2 was definitely the the animated Disney sequel that was totally worth it because it has such amazing animation, just like with the first film. It has a great storyline, especially featuring reptiles in a all-mammal civilization. And plus, I really like how most of the voice actors from the first film return, and including some new ones, including Ki Kui Han voicing Gary the Snake, and a bunch of other actors, including Danny Trejo as Jesus, the Bollywood lizard, Patrick Warburton as the new Mayor Wind Dancer, and so much other Disney veterans returning as cameo voices, including Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So I wasn't really expecting so many voiceover cameos, but either way, wait, I almost forgot. It also features Andy Samberg as the voice of Paw Bird, of course. So either way, the story continuing the world of Zootopia, amazing. The animation, amazing. The characters, amazing. The cast, amazing. The whole thing about the film, amazing. I would definitely give it a 4.9 out of 5 for a 5-star rating, and a 9.97 out of 10 for a top 10 rating, because this was definitely the film worth watching and the sequel that we all actually wanted, rather than the unplanned ones such as Moana 2, of course, and yep, either way, Zootopia 2 is amazing and I absolutely love it. Sorry, K-pop demon hunters, you just got bumped up because as Zootopia 2 just became my #1 favorite animated movie in 2025. So with that, thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, share this with your friends, and comment down below what are your thoughts on this movie review, and did you guys see Zootopia 2 yet? If you have, go on ahead, watch it. It's totally worth it. And don't forget, there will be some more videos coming up real soon, like some Christmas stuff. But either way, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'm glad I got to catch the snake before the ZPD came in. I guess I owe it an apology. And what the heck? It's gone! Oh man, that means it's all over the house. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it right here because I gotta find that snake and get it out of my house because it could be slithering everywhere. But after watching Zootopia 2, I guess I owe it an apology for beating it up. So either way, I'll see you next time, everybody. Have a rich day. Bye. Oh, where did it go?
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.